So the third basket would be about as much about ourselves as it is about Africa, and it's really about trying to balance an increasingly resonant, I guess, in the US population, kind of politics of fear, right, with the need to think about this complex African landscape as one of opportunities. And I think that, you know, in light of development of terrorist organizations that are clearly active on the continent, and the way in which we are talking about them right now in our political discourse in this country, there is a bit of this fear. Fear plays a big factor in the way we're talking about security issues and strategic issues. And we're going to have to balance the need to absolutely address our security interests, which are serious. They're not made up. They're not phantoms. And I know this crowd knows that better than most. Without upsetting this balance, right, between trying to pursue some justice and some progress and understanding that you need order to get that done, right, and sort of erring so far on the side of order and the kind of keep a lid on it mandate, or keep a lid on the instability, just keep it calm, that we end up really missing the plot and missing out on an awful lot of opportunity. And I think that this has lots of implications, too, for the way we position ourselves as government. And the likely, perhaps not likely, the clear possibility that we get ourselves so security conscious in the field that we're completely isolated and utterly ineffective, and we might as well be trying to manage it all from here. So there's that kind of fear, order above all else, imperative, and then all these really complicated new opportunities that actually require kind of taking the lid off it, right? The need in thinking about the demographic challenge on the continent, all these incredibly vast youthful populations coming up, wanting them to participate politically, wanting them to participate economically. That requires populations who are prepared with critical thinking skills, see themselves as agents. And this goes back a little bit to the presentation we had about the kind of diffusion of power, the importance of social actors, and the need to think seriously about young people, not just the cream of the crop, but to integrate into all of our policy making, really thinking about, well, what are the implications for the youthful generation? And that's education, but it's not just education. And some of the work that colleagues have done in the countering violent extremism space, but also some really, really interesting work that's been done around, believe it or not, volunteerism in resource-poor communities tell us a lot about the importance of engagement and agency in helping particularly youthful populations channel those energies in a positive and constructive way that's going to be building sort of the future for the continent.